Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Megan and this is the Lifestyle Edit. Today I am sharing part 2 of my short story box segment. So if you are interested, let's get started. In case you missed my first video, I signed up for the clothing subscription box short story. They cater toward petite women, and of all the subscription clothing boxes out there, I thought that this one was one that might work the best for me. Most of the time, petite clothing fits me fairly well, but it does also depend on if I'm wearing flats, in which case it's perfect. But if I want to wear heels, I typically have to buy regular length. And for the most part, the tops fit me fairly well, but sometimes it just depends on how they're made, who the brand is, that sort of thing. So I thought I would give it a try. And today I am sharing with you how everything in the box fit. So if you missed that first video, I will link it in the description below, and I will try to remember to link it in the cards above so that you can go straight to that video from here. So in the box, I received 6 items of clothing that was curated by my stylist. I did end up keeping a few items, and when you do that, they take the $25 styling fee and they credit that toward the total of the items that you decide to keep. So in total, this box was $321. The items individually ranged from $38 to $78. And I am going to share photos, so let me move over. I am going to share photos of the items of all the items actually. So I tried everything on, and I'm going to tell you what I liked about them, what I didn't like about them, if I kept it, if I didn't keep it, and why. So the first item that I want to share with you is the Emmaine 3/4 sleeve dress. Now, I thought that this dress was beautiful, and I did tell the stylist in my survey that I wanted to stick with neutral colors and that purple is my favorite color. So when I saw this green dress, I was a little surprised, but I also liked the shade of green that it was. It wasn't too lime, it wasn't chartreuse, it wasn't that, you know, olive green color. It was a really pretty kind of Kelly green, I guess is what it's called. And I really like that. And I think that that complements my skin tone and my hair color the best of most green shades. So I was excited to try this on. I was a little concerned about the V-neck in the front. If you watch my first video, you will hear me talk about that. So I was a little concerned about that, but once I had it on, I couldn't tell. Everything fit very, very nicely. The only thing that was uncomfortable about this dress were the sleeves. So they had a stretchy band at the end of the sleeve, and for me it was actually very tight, and I was concerned that the longer I wore it, the more uncomfortable it would be because it would kind of be cutting off my circulation. It was a lot tighter of a it was just tighter. So as much as I liked the rest of the fit and the length of it, I thought was perfect, I just really knew that I couldn't tolerate the sleeves. So I did end up sending this dress back. So the next item, I'm actually going to show you a picture with 2 items in it. So this is the Annie Slub knit tee and the Vervet straight jean. So the top, let's start with that, is a very thin knit, and the sleeves kind of reminded me of a dolman sleeve. They're not really a short sleeve, and obviously they're not a long sleeve the way dolman sleeves usually are, but it just kind of had that, you know, it just kind of capped over the sleeve and then kind of ended, and it had a little bit boxier shape. You couldn't really tell. I actually thought it was quite flattering on me, but a couple of things I didn't like was the pocket on the front. I'm just not a fan of pockets on the front just because of what they accentuate. And I was concerned that the knit material would easily be pulled or snagged because of the dogs. So I just thought, for me, as cute as it was, and I did love the color because it is my favorite color, but I just thought, for me in my everyday life, this was not something that was going to work for me. I also noticed, because the material was very light and because of the knit, you could kind of sort of see through it, and I didn't love that either. So I did end up sending that one back as well. But let's talk about these jeans, because I really like these jeans, and I have been wanting a pair of Vervet jeans for a long time, since my friend Madon started her boutique, because she carries Vervet in the store, and they're all like 32-inch inseam for very tall people. And of course, I can't wear that. So anyway, I haven't tried them. So I was so excited for these. And they are super comfortable. Now, they do have some spandex in them. They do stretch, and you know, I think they're comfortable. Yes, they loosen a little bit over the course of the day, but I don't think it's too much. And if you are concerned about something like that, you can always wear a belt with them and just tighten it if you need to. But I found these to be pretty comfortable, and they are the perfect length inseam. I believe they're a 25-inch inseam, even though it doesn't say that on there. I have a 25-inch inseam. And so these were perfect for me to wear with sneakers or sandals. The only thing I probably wouldn't wear these with are boots. But, you know, it just, again, and they are kind of light. They're nice and soft. You know, they're not that stiff denim that you might expect. So I was really happy about that. I also paired the jeans with this Lenore woven split blouse. Now, I was excited about this blouse, except I believe this one also has a pocket on the front, so didn't love that, but I liked the material. The biggest problem is where it fit on the front. With the bust, the V-neck seemed a little too low on me, and it gapped on the top, and that just was not flattering for me. I wanted to love everything about this, but the fit was just horrible for me. So I did end up sending this back as well. I just thought it's not worth it. I don't love it. But let me tell you about the last outfit. So the last two pieces are the Miranda sleeveless V-neck blouse and the Helena linen pant in a 25-inch inseam. I love this outfit. This is the epitome of Florida. This is the epitome of summer. This is the epitome of comfortable and elegant. I don't know why I've never tried anything like this before, but I absolutely loved it. So I kept both of these pieces. The top I can really wear with anything. I could wear it with the jeans. I could maybe tuck it in, although it is a little long in my opinion for tucking in. And I think that this top could work for someone taller. If you want to be able to tuck it in, but it's just nice and light and flowy. And then the linen pants are the perfect length. I wear them with sandals all the time, or even barefoot. And then they're super lightweight, but they are the perfect width. They are a straight leg, so they're not tight, but they're comfortable, and they just fit perfectly, and they have an elastic waistband, so there is no drawstring or anything. So you know, I am a little curvier, and I didn't really have an issue getting them on, but I really loved them, and I can see myself wearing these linen pants nonstop. I have worn them a lot, even on just casual days. If I'm just running to the store, or if my husband and I aren't really doing anything in particular, but maybe we have some errands to run and I just want to be comfortable, but I want to wear pants and not shorts. I really love these. So I may be on the lookout for more of these in more colors, because it was just so comfortable. So I am going to break down how much all of these are, just to give you an idea. So the dress was $58. It is a medium petite. The Annie slub knit tee was $38. It's a medium petite, and this was the least expensive item on the list. Now the jeans were the most expensive. They were $78, and they're a 29 petite. The Lenore woven split blouse was $54 in a medium petite. The Miranda sleeveless blouse was $54 and the linen pant was $64. So in total, I spent roughly $171 out of the $321. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I mean, I realized I only kept 3 things. They are, you know, full price items and they are a luxury. In my opinion, they're more high end. So to me that worked, but I haven't decided if I'm going to keep getting this or not. I think I'll give it one more shot. So small disclaimer, by the time you see this video, I have already received my second box and I've already returned it. So unfortunately, they only give you 5 days to try everything and send it back. However, I just realized, looking, because I have the paper here, that if you need an extension, you can actually email them and let them know. So that may be something that I do with the next box, because I did push out the next box a couple of months, only because I'm going on vacation for a couple weeks and I'm not going to be here. So in doing that, I will probably ask for an extension. The second box came and there was one item that was absolutely perfect, but it wasn't something I felt I needed right now. And because of my upcoming trip, I really thought, you know, this probably isn't the best time to be spending money on something I don't absolutely need, especially if I'm not going to take it on the trip. So I ended up sending everything back. I will say that a lot of the things that they sent me this time, I was actually very disappointed in, and I wasn't really a fan. So I made sure when you go to return items, it does ask you to explain why. And I talk about the fit, I talk about the sizing, I talk about the colors, the style, anything that I think is going to help them understand why I didn't like something or why I wanted to send it back. So I went as thoroughly as I could, and I even did that with these, just so that, you know, they would hopefully understand. But the second box, I got to tell you, I was really disappointed in what they sent. They sent me these super wide leg pants that I felt like they just swallowed me whole. Like they just looked like I was swimming in them. And they sent me this black dress. Now I have several black dresses, so I really didn't need another black dress, but it kind of felt like I was wearing a burlap sack, and it was just, it swallowed me whole. It was a midi dress on me, so it hit me mid-calf, and I felt like it made me look more petite than I already am. So I was really disappointed. I ended up sending everything back. So unfortunately, you guys aren't going to see that because I didn't have time. I was so busy with work. Things have been kind of crazy, and unfortunately, I didn't get to film that video. However, hopefully I will try one more time and see if it's worth it. But it may not be something that I continue after that, just because, you know, it is pricey and I don't necessarily need clothes every month. That's just, I have plenty. And if I do keep stuff, I think I'm going to have to start doing that. If I keep something, I need to send something or donate something or get rid of something, because I really do have enough. And I don't want to get to the point where I just feel like I just need more stuff. So I hope you like this video. I hope that you will I hope that you will consider subscribing, that you will give the video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Let me know which piece was your favorite. Is there anything that you liked, maybe that I didn't keep? Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed your time and that you will consider hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. I am gearing more toward lifestyle videos, so you'll still see some beauty and makeup videos from me, but just not as much as last time, because I am planning on doing more lifestyle and things like that. So my next few videos may be a little bit more about packing and getting ready for a trip, because that is what I'm doing, and all of the fun stuff that comes with that. And if you have any questions, as always, please let me know. You can leave me a comment, or you can send me a DM over on Instagram, or you can send me an email. My email is in the description box. And I just look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much. Please remember to be kind to yourselves. Please be kind to others, and I will see you next time. Bye.